We're live.
Hey, Shalawaam, all praises, all honor, and all glory be unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM,
BAHASHAM,
Yahushai,
BAHASHAM,
Yahawakim,
BAHASHAM,
QADASH.
QADASH.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom, Barakah, peace and mercy unto all of our Akim out there throughout the four winds. All right, that are teaching this truth and sincerity, and much honor, love, and respect unto all you Akim out there and you sincere listeners, and through the Spirit, the Spirit brought us all together to prophesy, man, because that's the times we're in. The spirit of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. You see, so we have to keep going in these prophecies, man. We're in the year of Karagma, right? We're in the national emergency, all right. Them Donald Flaming Cheeto Trump, ego face Trump, man. He just shut down the government again. There's all type of drills in Los Angeles, all right. The weather's all crazy, all bugged out, man. The days are being shortened. All right, so we're just gonna go right into the spirit. I got a precept.
Trying to bring them out.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When the branch is yet tender and put it forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. That's right. So we see all of these things happening. We see the chess pieces being moved for World War III. The chess pieces are being moved for martial law. All right, Jacob's trouble. All right, everything is set in motion, man. We're just waiting for the elect to be sealed. Once the elect gets sealed, then that's when all of the destructions will be let loose. It says, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all these things be fulfilled." Yeah, because we're only waiting for a few more prophecies, man. And a major prophecy is the RFID chip. All right, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Let's see on that.
Yeah, because like the brother was saying, the chip, man. All roads lead to the chip, really. Everything that's going on is being set up to get people to take that chip. All right, even that wall. People might, when shit gets real in this country, people are going to try and leave. Once World War III starts and they start doing the draft, people are going to try and leave. The Dodds a draft.
They said that wall. They said that wall is a possibility to trap people in the United States. Trap people in the United States. Not necessarily just to keep the Mexican. Not necessarily just to keep the Ishkarites out, but it's to keep everybody locked in.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, the scriptures say, and that's actually prophecy too. It says, one shall try to flee to a city, but not be able. That's in the apocrypha.
John, I'll get it.
Yeah, and also them borders to get into Canada, them shits is gonna be locked. Them shits gonna be locked down. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get over there.
Yeah, you saw that during after 9/11 because we live near the Canadian border. Anybody could just go across the border anytime.
Walk over there.
Yeah, you could just walk over there. When I was a kid, I used to ride my bike across there. All my friends and shit. They never made it. They never gave a big deal. But now you got to have a enhanced license or a passport, man. And even then, they give you a fucking hard time about going across the border, man. Ever since 9/11, That's what Esau does, though. He sets up these events, and then he uses it to lock down society even more, piece by piece, man. That's how a snake moves. He slithers a little bit and slithers a little bit that way, slithers a little bit this way, and then he waits for the perfect time to strike.
Hey, and that's why we call you. So, Lockie, I was gonna say, and that's why we call you the devil.
That's right.
Slack, I want to bring out this one point. And also, because we live in Buffalo, New York, and Buffalo, New York is right across the street from Canada, from Canada, just like the brother said. And they've been doing construction on the Peace Bridge for a long time, man. And who knows, man? Just like that movie, I Am Legend. They might blow up the bridge.
That's a possibility. And another thing, when all hell break loose, some of the bad locations is gonna be these big cities, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York City. It's gonna be terrible in places like that. And imagine when all hell breaks loose and nothing but chaos is running rampant in the streets. Those food is gonna go off those shelves in one day in large cities like that. You know, it ain't gonna be no 3 days and everything still gonna be stopped. No, that shit gonna be cleared out in a day because there's so many people, because the population is high. And New York City is a peninsula, which is mainly surrounded by water, and you basically have to go on the bridge in order to get in and out of New York City. And when they shut that shit down, man, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be crazy.
I got a scripture on that. Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Because back in ancient times, or even just a couple hundred years ago, everybody basically had, everybody knew their neighbors. They had basic gardening essentials, so on and so forth. You know, there were local food markets and all kinds of stuff. Ain't none of that in America no more, man. You know, ain't nobody in our neighborhood got any fucking gardens.
Hell no.
At least back in the day when you know there was chaos, you could always rely on the garden in the backyard or your neighbor or so on and so forth. It ain't gonna be like that this time.
Hey,
man.
we at least have fucking fruit trees.
And that's why
we got fruit trees.
And that's why it says there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Because that trouble is going to be magnified by people's lack of understanding of nature and you know, self-reliance, man. Everybody's reliant on the grocery store now. They're not reliant on.
They're dependent.
You know, there's no local butchers no more. There's no local this. There's no local that. Everything is corporatized, and corporatized simply means Esau owns it. That's what it means. When something's a multinational corporation, that means Esau owns the shit. So you're gonna have to go to this devil, man, and he's gonna lock it off from you.
And it was an article I read. I believe they said 90% of Americans don't have 2 weeks worth of food and water in their homes, and Americans are lazy and are very dependent on the government.
That's right. That's what they are, man. They're lazy and they're dependent on the government. That's why, you know, a lot of people say that this is a capitalist society, right? But this ain't no capitalist society. A capitalist society wouldn't have 1 in 4 people on food stamps to get by. All right, that's not capitalism. That's communism. Okay. It's just they don't like to use that word because it'll freak the people out. But continuing on, and at that time that people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And there's going to be 2 groups of Israelites in the kingdom. Those that get destroyed and those that got delivered. Okay? So you guys that are on the path to get destroyed, that have the chance to repent, you need to repent, man. You know, this ain't about just knowing that you're an Israelite these days, man. The Most High is dealing with the elect of the elect, the Israel of the Most High. That's what he's dealing with. He's dealing with only the elect, man. You know, because there's going to be a lot of people that know that they're Israelites are going to get destroyed in that day.
Hey, Mariah, BAHASHAM, can you bring that out for?
John, this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. You know, and this precepts Daniel, the 12th chapter, because now it's going into of what's going to happen during the times that shall be like no other. Because even though we had many terrible times, you know, harsh times upon our people throughout history, like, for example, the time of the Maccabees, when Antiochus came and they did the abomination of desolation. During 70 AD, when Titus and Vespasian ransacked Jerusalem. All right. So we had different times in history when harsh judgment was upon Israel, but this time it's going to be magnified, man, times 10. Because now Esau's blessing is the sword. Now this man has nukes, UAVs. He doesn't even have to do anything, man. He could have a drone come and bomb your neighborhood. All right. 2nd Esdras 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, which is going into the race wars. All right. You just had that cop, Van Eyck, who shot the Jake Laquan McDonald over there in Chicago. Now he's in prison. He's feeling the curses that Jake been feeling since we got over here, man. But now everybody's supposed to throw a pity party because some Edomite is catching the fade in prison. You know that's the devil for you, man. 2nd Esdras 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Yeah, people are not going to listen to authority. That's why they're creating movies like The Purge to give you a visual of what's about to happen in this place. People's not going to care about the chief of police, mayors, governors, politicians, anybody of any type of status, man, will not be regarded in that day. It's going to be on site, you know?
Can I just bring this comment out that one of the brothers put on the comment board real quick?
Con.
This is the kingdom is within. He said, listen, the people that are prepping for the elect because that's how we're going to eat. We're going to take them preppers' food. And he's right. All right. He's right. Although these doomsday preppers, man, they might get killed going to their little bunker, man.
It's a bug out location.
And then the Most High will instruct his elect to find these bunkers, man. I got a precept on it.
Hey, if I could say something right quick, remember, the Lord directs our steps. The Lord controls how we move, whether we want to believe it or not. Know what I mean? So the Lord will direct. You ain't even gonna know why you're going to moving and going with the Spirit, and you might stumble across some bunkers.
This is Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, the Lord Yahawah, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So if you're serving the Lord and you're doing what you're supposed to be, which is what? Putting up these videos, going out there in the camp, you know, going out there speaking on the street, doing these videos during the week, you know, helping out the body, so on and so forth. That means that you're a servant, and that means you're going to eat. Okay, so don't worry about it, man. See, we need to be fearing the Most High instead of fearing what's going to happen, instead of fearing what Esau can do.
Yeah, because we're not ignorant of what Lord's will is.
But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink. Ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice. Ye shall be ashamed. And why are we going to be rejoicing in that day? Because first off, we're going to be some of the only ones with a full stomach. Right? And second of all, because we know that YAHAWASHI is on his way back,
right?
Man.
Now it's another step closer. So yeah, we gonna be rejoicing. You know, we know shit got to get bad and then got to get worse before it get better.
That's right.
I have a quick one.
Going
back to the brother's comment. This is Proverbs 13 and 21. I'm sorry, 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. So that's going into the time that we're coming into. If you watch the movie The Road, there's a scene where the main character and his son, they stumble across like a bug out bunker, man. All right, they all type of food and different items in that bunker. You know, so all these people that are storing up things, you know, just like the brother said, they're really doing it for the elect. You know, because the elect are the only ones that are going to eat and be merry at that time. You know, while other people are starving and dying for thirst, the elect are going to be taken care of for, man.
Mm-hmm. You just have to have that trust and confidence that YAHAWASHI is going to look out for you, man. It's really that simple. Because if you don't have faith, he's going to look out for you. Why would he look out for you? If you don't have faith that he's going to feed you during that day, then what are you doing? You know, everything that's going on right now, as far as our trials and tribulations in this thing and our chastising, is to build up our faith for that time.
Preparation.
Not to build up our faith when that shit finally happens.
Yeah. Our minds is being prepared and strengthened right now as we speak, you know, as we prophesy, as we go through the scriptures, as we go on the highways and the byways. Our minds and our spirits is being strengthened and being prepared for the times that are coming at hand.
That's right. I got some more in Edris. You brothers ain't got brothers finished.
Yeah, go ahead.
Second Edris 15 and verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because just like you know the brothers going into I Am Legend. So they're going to take out the bridges, they're going to set up checkpoints, they're going to besiege the city so that no food can get into that city. All right, so they can starve the people out. Because they have something called the Georgia Guidestones, and where they want to reduce their population under 500 billion. All right, there's over 7 billion people on the planet right now, so they want to do a lot of killing. You know, these females, they have coffins where they could fit 5-10 bodies up in there, man. All right, they're gonna do quarantine. There's a movie called Quarantine where they block off the city, the crazies, because of a pestilence. All right,
And it's gonna be a lot of death quick too. You know, within the first 2 months, the majority of the elderly and the sick is already gonna be dead. The elderly and the sick, the people on medications, people in nursing homes, people that require home care, people to take care of them. They gonna be the first ones out the door. They gonna be the first ones dead because they not gonna make it. They gonna starve out. They gonna die from not receiving their medications. Some people gonna be flocking to those FEMA camps. People gonna be dying in there.
Hey, man,
people. Never mind, man. Go ahead, bro. Bring it out.
Because we got to consider that these elites, they want to they want to cut down the population, man. So they can care less who dies. You know, and I mean, you could go to Atlanta, and the Georgia Guidestones are out there, and if you read them, you'll see that they want to cut down the population to what, like 50 million or 500 million. You know, so
for the planet.
Yeah, so they don't care who dies, who lives. They just want to cut down the population. This is their agenda.
God.
So and that's going back to the that proves that this time that we're living in is a time like no other time that there has ever been.
God. Hey, this is second Esdras 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And Esau, the Edomites, they're very proud people. All right, they have a saying amongst the Marine Corps, the few, the proud, the Marines. All right, America, the proud, the eagle. All right, this is a very prideful place, man. They have something called gay pride parades. So because of that, the Most High is gonna send pestilence and plagues upon these cities. Plague is gonna come in the form of a pestilence. You just got this zombie deer disease.
I was just looking at that too.
Kinds of spirit. All right, so people gonna be out here eating each other. You know, Esau likes venison. All it takes for that one redneck Edomite to catch a bad deer, and then it's over, man. You know. Verse 19: A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Yeah, and that's the time where friends are gonna fight like enemies, man. Because you could be a neighbor for 30 years, 40 plus years. But when the time comes and that man's family doesn't have food, and you know that you and your family has it, that's when they're gonna come in, right? And people gonna be putting people to death. People gonna put their friends to death for food to feed their families, man. All right. The cutthroatness of you Americans is gonna be shown in that day, man.
Mm-hmm. Especially those with many children too, and which is why we was given a heads up. The scripts did tell us not to have children in this place, you know, because those that got a lot of children, like you said, they run out of food. Where you think they coming? They coming next door. They coming across the street. They don't care about none of that.
Well, hey, I got a quick precept. Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, what's going to be happening during that time? Iniquity is going to be abounding, man. People ain't going to care about biblical law. They don't care about it now. They ain't going to care about biblical law when there's when their children are hungry, when there's a lack of resources. You know, so iniquity is going to be everywhere, man. The love of many shall wax cold. All right. So a lot of people who thought that that was their boy or their best friend, or they thought that they were cool with their neighbors, or here's my cousin, you know, they're all gonna be fighting each other, man. They're all gonna be back. There's gonna be a lot of backstabbing and all kinds of bullshit in that day, man. You're gonna have to have eyes in the back of your head during that time.
Hey, man, during that time,
Hey,
yeah, just like the scriptures say, your nay is gonna have to be nay, and your nay is gonna have to be nay, man. You're gonna have to make quick decisions in that time, you know, because it's a lot of people are just gonna be desperate, and they're gonna wanna they're not gonna have mercy.
That's right.
And that's where this knowledge and wisdom and understanding comes into play, you know. And that's the time where you got to put your emotions to the side. I mean, even now, but even much more during that time, you know. All that emotion is gonna have to get put to the side, and you're gonna have to walk in the spirit.
That's right.
I have a quick one.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Luke 23 and verse 28. But YAHAWASHI turning unto them and said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bear, and the paps that never gave suck. And why is that? Because the last thing you're going to want on your mind when this shit breaks off is how are you going to protect your children? How are you going to feed your children? All right. That's why if you watch Apocalypto, you know, if you brothers ever seen it, he had his wife and then his children in this little pit somewhere while he was ransacking the village, you know, because when that time comes, man, these elites, they're going to make a sport of killing the children, man. You have different brothers having dreams and visions. All right. So this is the things. Hey, when the conquistadors came over here, they used to cut the stomachs open of the woman and rip the baby to test their strength, you know. And it's also going to, the family's going to be so heavy on this place, people are going to eat their children again, which is a curse, right? When you go back to Deuteronomy.
Con, you got some more out?
Oh, that's it.
This is just to lean back on what the brother just said. This is Matthew chapter 24, and I'm gonna start at verse Salak. I'm gonna start at verse. Damn, where is it? Okay, this is verse 19. Matthew chapter 24, verse 19. It says, "And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days." All right, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day.
And that's definitely comes to mind when during that what was it? They had that polar vortex. Some of the places in the Midwest got to below 50, negative 50.
Wouldn't have made it out there.
You know, you wouldn't have made it, man.
You did.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay. Verse 22, and except those days be shortened, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
That's right. Those days shall be shortened. So for somebody else, it'll seem like them days is dragging like a motherfucker, but for us, them days will seem like they flying by.
It's going to be a terrible time, you know, just like what the scriptures say in verse 19, verse 21. For them shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor no ever shall be. And then when you go down when you look what's going down there in Venezuela, man, there's about to be another war down there. It's gonna it's gonna be a complete bloodbath, man. And them Haitians, um, down there in Haiti, they're over there crying out to the Russians to come and interfere um on what America has done down there. But what they don't know, if Russia goes down there, it's gonna be a straight up bloodbath out there, you know, and that's gonna trickle down. That's gonna trickle up to the U.S. You know, like I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be, you know, all through the spirit. It's gonna get real.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of YAHAWASHI. Worship Yahweh. For the testimony of YAHAWASHI is the spirit of prophecy. And the title is Phrophectic Discussion in various topics. In the script just say the spirit of the Lord is prophecy. And what we're doing right now is prophesying and speaking on things and discussing things that haven't come to pass yet. We're speaking on things that are going to happen in the near future. Because all these things are going to happen in the near future soon as fuck, man. 2019 is already been a big year. It's just now getting started.
That's right.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And that's where doomsday preppers and the like, and these people think that they can protect themselves and you know, prepare for what's going to happen. They don't understand, man. The Most High is the one who kills and makes alive. All right. Verse 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword, mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. All right. So when the Most High starts to visit the earth, he's gonna be ready for the slaughter, man. You know, everything is being set up now for that great slaughter.
Right. Was that it?
Yeah.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh that sheweth mercy. Only it's YAHAWASHI. That's the only one that can show mercy, because it's not us, because everything is Lord's will. If it's Lord's will for you to get fucked up, that's his will. That was meant to happen. But it say he sheweth mercy unto whom he want to, and he go give compassion unto whom he wants. So it don't matter how much money you got, how prepared you think you are. You got your little bug out location, you got a bunker, you got food, you got supplies, you know, you just thinking you good. You about to cruise through this apocalyptic event, but it's YAHAWASHI that sheweth the mercy.
That's right. These people they're gonna try to survive Judgment Day, or you ain't gonna escape judgment, man.
There's a reason why it's judgment. Okay, everybody's got to get judged during that time, whether it's a good judgment or a bad judgment.
Right.
That's right.
Hey, man, we know YAHAWASHI don't deal with no in between. All right, everything is yay or nay. Anything
Right.
else that comes from that is evil.
Left or right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
This is Amos 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord YAHAWASHI had not done it? So people are going to be afraid, man. People are going to have doomsday bunkers and fallout shelters that they ain't going to make it to, these little resorts. The Most High is going to allow them to get stuck in the city, and you ain't getting out, or to get stuck in the mountains, and you ain't going to get out. Tell you in second address, they shall drink their blood for very thirst for water and eat their flesh for very hunger. A lot of those people that just think they're going to live off the land, you ain't going to live off the land. None of these fruits out here, none of these trees out here are growing fruits. If you just take a walk down your neighborhood, you will not see a tree with fruit on it. That's the problem. Why is that, man? It's because this damn devil, he wants to Salakia, you got it, brother.
No, you got it, man.
I was gonna say this damn devil, man, he wants to take all the fruit out of the neighborhood and put it in the market. So we have to go 20 minutes away into his neighborhood to get the fresh fruit. Because if you go to the neighborhood or the markets in the hood, you're gonna get some more moldy ass or spoiled ass fruit, man. All right. So you gotta drive 30 minutes away to the good grocery store to get the fresh fruit now.
Well, hey, part of that falls on Jake too. Because if Jake ate them healthy things, then the shit wouldn't be as fucking rotten, man.
Right.
Of course, they're not going to carry that wide variety that they do in Esau's neighborhoods, but at the same time, man, you know, there was this store right here. They started selling fruit, man. They couldn't sell that shit, so they stopped selling it. Because Jake don't want to eat that shit. He wants to eat fucking Cheetos and honey buns and all kinds of bullshit, man. Slakia.
No, that's right. And
that's how Jake acts, man. They see you eating healthy, and they fucking have something to say about it.
Like, that's why I say fools hate knowledge, you know, because wisdom is taking care of your body, taking care of your health, maintaining a righteous diet. You know, that's wise. Mm-hmm. All right, it's not convenient. It's not wise to be around here smoking cigarettes and eating ramen noodles all day. You know.
They smoking death sticks. They it's a warning on the box that tell you basically not to smoke this shit. Got commercials, got living examples, people walking around with holes in their throats, then lost a finger or two, you know, and they still puffing on them shits. You can smell the chemicals in those. They stink.
Yeah, man, they smell like death. All right, you ever be around somebody walk past, they got the cigarette stench on them and it stinks.
Oh,
right?
man.
The smell of weed, and those are demons. You know?
Yeah, man. Any filthiness, it brings forth the bad energy, man. And demons are drawn to those. Demons are drawn to that filthiness, you know. So it's a very filthy thing, you know, because I mean those demons are filthy spirits, you know.
I have a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Yeah, for an example, it tells you in Corinthians that, you know, your body is the temple. He that destroyed it, he that defiled the temple, him shall the Most High destroy it. So people are still out here smoking, they partying, committing adultery, and they just think, you know, well, shit, I'm good. The Most High ain't punished me yet. So they just keep doing it, not knowing that the Most High is allowing you, giving you more rope so you can hang yourself to get a greater judgment when judgment day actually happens. All right?
God. You got more out?
Oh, that's it. That was the point.
Well, I got something right quick. The 2 Peter chapter 3, verse chapter 3, verse 4-5. For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of Yahweh. The heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. But the point is, for this, they willingly are ignorant, because Israelites are willingly ignorant. They're destroyed for lack of knowledge. They're imprudent children, unwise, disrespectful, bold, rude, sottish, stupid, folly, simple. The list goes on. The script dog the Lord people out, call them stupid and simple, because they are.
Con and slogging, and that's just the result of Jake rejecting the knowledge of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You know, the Lord have rejected them because they have rejected knowledge, because they have rejected the word of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You know, so and the result of that is exactly what the brother Gabar said. You know.
Yep, and I got another precept right quick, because you know our people like to reject knowledge, right? This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. And those men, the men out there on those streets, on the highways and the byways, pushing the truth and sincerity, that's the Lord's hand being stretched out unto the people. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. And when we out there on those streets, what's the favorite thing Israelites like to do? Either they want to try to fight, argue with you, disagree with you, or walk and act like they ain't even see you. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh. And guess what? The fear is going to cometh in the near future. Famine, pestilence, destruction, World War III, martial law, people getting killed, death, rape. People fear is heavenly going to fall upon the masses of the people, and the Lord is going to mock them. And it said the Lord is going to laugh. He going to laugh at your calamity, and he going to mock when they fear cometh. And you know, that's when people go on to turn real religious. When people turn real religious when they going through hard times, that's when they want to get to praying.
Hey, Cesare ain't gonna help you during that time. Who are they gonna run to? They're gonna run to that idol that they've been brainwashed with their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I got a precept too.
I still got a little bit more here, but and like for those that know, the Israelites that know they were supposed to go out there on the highways and the byways too, they go get laughed at too. Because look, it say, then when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
Hey, this is the book of Judges, chapter 10, and I'm going to start at verse 10. And the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power, and also served Baalim. Verse 11. And Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians, and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, the Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Monatites did oppress you, and ye cried unto me, and I delivered you out of their hands. Verse 13. Yet ye have forsaken me, and serve other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, let them deliver you. in the time of your tribulation. All right, because earlier today, I sent the link to the brothers in a group chat. You know, all through the spirit. And the Haitians out there in Haiti, they were basically begging Russia and Putin to bring the troops in Haiti so they can interfere. You know, and that's our people trying to our people run into those other gods, but they're gonna soon find out that those quote unquote gods, what they're not really gods, um, they're just um, those those Edomites are gonna are gonna bring great wrath and tribulation. It's gonna be a big bloodshed all throughout the tropics. You know, all throughout the whole area, Venezuela, Cuba, um, Haiti, all the way up to North America. You know, I got something else. If brothers ain't got nothing,
I have a quick one.
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead first, Mariah. Then I'll bring this out.
This is Hosea chapter 5 and verse 14. For I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and as a young lion to the house of Judah. I will tear and go away, and I will take away, and none shall rescue him. I will go and return to my place, till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. And that's just like what the brother was saying, man. People get real religious where they get in situations like they're in prison, and that's when Jakes want to read or seek the Lord. Well, wait till they don't have no food, man. And that's the time they're going to call upon Caesar, and Caesar is not going to help you. Because the Most High had his men, he revealed his secrets unto the service of prophets. He had his men trying to tell you the true names of the Heavenly Father and how to come back unto him and worship him, but you fanned your hand. All right? So in the day of affliction, you're going to seek the Most High early, but you're going to be calling upon false gods, and the Most High is going to mock you and laugh at you. Right? As it says in Isaiah, this is a time where you should seek him while he may be found.
Right. Oh, what's that? What was that? That's the script you just brought before the days of evil.
Khan, I believe that's Ecclesiastes 12.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12. You done with that scripture?
Khan, that's the point.
All right. Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time. Okay. Now we'll reverse 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, which is what? Spiritually today, that would be Wall Street. For all the merchant people are cut down. They that bear silver are cut off. Okay, so think about this. This scripture is talking about the time when the economy begins to collapse. Okay. Verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees. Okay, because I remember what happened with the crash of 2008, man. People were settled on their lees. They weren't thinking that it was going to be okay. It's just an average recession. No, it was not an average recession, man.
Hey, Salat, brother, if I can add, even now, you know, like Donald Trump just made a national emergency, shut down the government again, and people are just like the Walking Dead. They're not thinking nothing of it. You know, we'll wait till martial law, Salat, brother. We'll wait till martial law, and when they see them troops, you know, then they're gonna know. They're gonna know. Go ahead, Op.
Yo, all these people worried about right now is they fucking tax refund. Fuck that tax refund, man. That's all people thinking about right now. Oh yeah, but I gotta precept.
Let me finish this. Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. Okay, so the Most High is going to be searching well, first off, Jerusalem is talking about our people, and punish the men that are settled on their lees, because you got a lot of Israelites that are settled on their lees right now. Okay? They're not looking out for the times that are coming. You got a lot like ISUPK, guys like IUIC. All right? They're looking to make a life for themselves here. And just say that they want to, and just call themselves Israelites. That's not how it works, man. That say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Meaning that what? They're saying that things are going to continue on. Therefore, their good shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. The great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Okay? So we have to hasten the day, man. You know, because the day of the Lord is going to come fast once things
That's
are
right.
set in motion.
Like this brother just said, ISBK and some of those other camps, they're not hastening the day. They too busy worried about making schools and having summits and shit like that. But this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Because remember, the moon is going to be darkened, the sun is going to be darkened, the stars will not give off the light of their constellation. Everything will be darkened. We're supposed to remember the Lord now before these days of trouble that's coming. We're supposed to remember the Lord now before everything get darkened, before shit hit the fan. But the masses of the people is going to try to run to the Lord when it's going to be already too late. That doors of mercy and repentance is already going to be shut. We give an effort to get in right now. You know, we already in line at the door. You know, because ain't nobody exempt from judgment. But you know, Lord's willing. You know, through the power of spirit, YAHAWASHI, we are the elect, and we will receive salvation.
And this is why the name is so important. Because what are these people going to run to when all hell breaks loose? They're going to run to Jesus. Okay, the YAHAWASHI ain't. It's not widespread throughout the planet, man. That's not a common name that people use when they talk about the Lord. They use Jesus Christ and they use God, and that's what they're going to run to, man. And there's no power in that name.
The name is scarce amongst the heathen, right?
Mm-hmm. Dreaded amongst.
Yeah, the name is dreaded amongst the heathen. We got the pot of gold. We got the name. You got a strong
the spiritual
tower.
riches. Spiritual riches. I got a precept too.
Con, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 6, and I'll start at verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Manna. And verse 25. Well, because that's basically laying back on what the brothers was just talking about. You know, you're gonna have to, like, when you come into this truth, you gotta forsake everything. You know, you gotta forsake that Heso Christos. You gotta forsake the Nation of Islam. Whatever you into, you gotta forsake it, and you gotta come to Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, you know, and walk in the Spirit, which is RAWCHAA QADASH. Continuing on that verse 25. Murad, did you want to say something? Not.
Yeah, I was gonna say that goes into being born again. You know, John the 3rd chapter. Because when you come into the truth, you have to be washed with the word, which is the real baptism, and you have to be born again. Or you can't. You have to put off the old man. You can't come into the truth, you know, thinking you can still hold on to the ways of being a Muslim or a Baptist or a Mormon or whatever you were into, right? You have to totally wash that away.
That's right, brother. Verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor ye shall, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body that remaineth? Verse 26. Behold, the fowls of the air, for they show not, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor reap into barns, yet your Father, your heavenly Father, Yahweh, feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? All right. Okay. So, like, when you come into this truth and you're pushing this truth, you got to have faith that the Lord is gonna is gonna is gonna preserve you. You know.
That's right.
I mean, he preserved the birds. You know, it makes you think he's not gonna preserve you and feed you in that time. Go ahead, Marar.
That's a beautiful point because it goes on to what we was talking about a little earlier. You know, we're storing up our riches in heaven by doing these videos, being brotherly, doing our sit downs throughout the week, going out to the highways and byways, studying, praying, fasting. You know, we're storing up our riches in heaven. We don't have any 401k plans or anything to fall back on in this man's society, which this man is going down anyway. Americans don't have enough savings to survive if they lost their job, man. All right, everybody's living paycheck to paycheck. Half of the country is living off a $30,000 annual salary, and you're lucky if you got that. You see, so we don't have our stock in this place, man. We have our stock in YAHAWASHI.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
like if you're playing poker and you're all in, we're all in. You know.
That's right. Hey, we all in, brother. Listen, man, we not stocking up foods. We not stocking up waters. We not doing none of that, man. It's we having faith in the Lord, man. That's where our stocks are going towards, right there, man. That's where our investment is going towards. Is Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, or QADASH. All right.
This is off the comment board. The kingdom is within. He posted Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and the arm is what? Representative of what? Salvation or deliverance, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. All right, and that's what a lot of our people do, man. They go to Egypt for help. You know, they go to Egypt for a covering. Okay, if you're looking for any way out of this on a physical level, then you're making flesh your arm. It's that
And
simple.
you're finished.
Yeah, you're finito.
If I could back you up real quick, because the Lord Yahawashi made a point. He said, "He that seek to save his life will lose it, but he that will lose it for my sake shall find it." And these people that are stocking up here, what are they trying to do? They're trying to save their life. People are going to take the RFID chip because they're trying to save their life, but the elect won't take it because the elect were predestined from the beginning of the world, but the elect are doing it for Yahawashi and say, "He that loses life for my sake shall find it," which goes into Matthew 19:29. We shall receive 100-fold of everything that we lost on this side or will lose. Because these people, they don't understand reincarnation. They don't understand the judgments of Yahweh Shai. Those secrets are given unto the prophets, the fear of death. So the fear of death alone is going to shake people up,
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. Hey, listen. Even when Peter walked with Yahawashi, when shit hit the fan, oh man, Peter forsook YAHAWASHI, man, and he walked with YAHAWASHI. So what makes you think like yo, you gotta really be in sync into these scriptures, man.
You
Like
gotta be humble.
you gotta be in sync in the faith of in Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. I'm telling you, we gotta read these stories because that's what's gonna build our faith. Because in that time, the Lord is not playing, man.
Hey,
He gave you time.
The last show that we did was what was the title? This is only for the elect. It's salvation right there. Salvation is only for the elect. If you're not of the elect, then you're done, man.
Hey, Baba Kashaw, what's that scripture where it says, we shall set our riches on things heavenly where moth no rust doth corrupt.
6 and 19, I think.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It reads, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasures is, there will your heart be also." All right. Verse 22. "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." Okay. You know, like, yo, your whole body's gonna be full of light, man. But you gotta be focused in these scriptures. You gotta have faith, man. You gotta hope in the words of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All right, because this is what's gonna save you. Ain't nothing else. I'm telling you, man. This physical realm is through. You got to get in sync with the spiritual. You know, hey, there's even gonna come a time where all hell is breaking loose, and some brothers are gonna be performing spiritual power.
I got a precept for you too.
Go ahead.
This is Colossians chapter 3. "If ye then be risen with Yahawashi, seek those things which are above, where Yahawashi sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahawashi and Yahweh. When Yahawashi, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory." But you know the point.
Amen.
Was, set your affection on things above, not on things on earth. So fuck everything on earth. We setting our affection on things above. We setting our affection on eternal life, on salvation.
That's right. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. "Well, we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
That's right.
The things which are seen are temporal." And you know what? That whatever we could touch, whatever we could taste, whatever we could see,
All of this stuff is corrupted. Like all of this stuff is corruptible, man.
that's right.
It's all corruptible. It's all has an expiration date on it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can't see no crown of righteousness. I can't see no chariot parked in my front yard. I mean, I can't see Yahawashi right now.
But I mean,
I can't see Edomites in shackles and chains right now. But hey, that we not setting our things on. We setting our minds on things that we cannot see, because things which are seen are temporal.
But I can see if you leave a piece of fruit in the cupboard too long, it starts to rot. Okay, starts to rot. Putting your confidence in those things it's just going to get you in a bad situation, man. You know, like thinking that, oh, I got the heads up on the news. The stock market crashed today. This is the beginning of the end. And then you go to the store and you buy every fucking thing. What's that going to do? They ain't going to do nothing. You know, if the spirit jumps on you to go and pick up a few things, you pick up a few things. But you got to trust in the spirit that during that time.
Hey, man, perfect example. Slock, if you don't mind me bringing this point out, Yash.
Oh, go ahead.
When you read in the Book of Kings, when Elijah went to this woman, he told the woman to give me what you have. Give me the rest of the wheat and the oil that you have. And she was like, okay, all right, here. And what did Elijah do? Elijah made enough to sustain her and her child, and Elijah. You know, and he multiplied that, and that was through faith. That was through spiritual power. That was through the spiritual the spirit and power of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You know, like and in that same account, her son got sick. And Elijah rose her son, revived her son. You know? So in this time where all the medicine is going to be all used up or taken and preserved somewhere else, in that time, you may not have to rely, you may not have access to these medicines. But so the only thing that you're gonna have to rely on is the faith. You know? Go ahead, Barak, if you got something.
This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is his treasure. Yeah, the fear of the Lord is our treasure. And what is treasure? Gold, silver. All right. The real money is wisdom. All right.
Wisdom is to be desired over rubies.
That's right. The water. Wisdom is to be desired over rubies, because wisdom is more precious than fine gold, rubies. You know, everything that's to be desired as both in the society. And what is that? It all goes back to the fear of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All right. And the knowledge of what? The knowledge of the prophecies, the things, the stories that were written aforetime for our learning. All of these things, the times that the Lord delivered us in this lifetime when we call upon his name, all of these are faith boosters, man. All right, for to keep us stable in the time that's coming. You know, like when they come and round us up, okay, we knew this was going to happen, man. All right, we knew brothers are going to get spiritual power. We know that the Lord is coming back. We know that RFID chip is coming, martial law. These other people, they're going to get caught off guard. All right, but us being in the secret place of the Most High, we're already expecting it. You see, we're being prepared for it.
Yeah, because the scripture say the Lord revealeth his secrets unto the prophets. And what's his secrets? His secrets is the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, martial law on the way, famine, pestilence, destruction on the way. The things were written aforetime for our learning why, so we could watch. And what is we doing? We watching right now. We being watchmen. We paying attention to everything. We seeing shit a mile away.
Right. And the Lord said, if you love me, feed my sheep, because we're also feeding the sheep too. You see, we're rebuke, exhortation, reproof. All right. We do a lot of things when we do these lessons, you know.
Right. You can rebuke, you could exhort, and you could edify all in the same lesson, man.
You could rebuke yourself.
Yeah. That's as many waters, you know.
God.
Great water.
I got a priest. Yeah, you got more on your rock?
Oh, that's it, brother.
I got Second Ezra chapter. Just one of my favorite scriptures right here. I know brothers always
going for 9 and 6 or 9 and 7.
Yeah. Brothers already know. This is Second Ezra chapter chapter 9, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 7. I'm gonna start at verse 6. A lot. Even so, the time also of the highest have planned beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved, keyword preserved, from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right. I can continue on. That was playing to the point. But now let's get into the 2/3. Verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. Okay? For such as in their life have received benefits, because these benefits is a grace, and have not known me, and they that have loved my laws, for such as have received benefits and have loved my laws, have not known me, verse 11, and they that have loved my laws while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. You know? And that's going into the 2/3. And really that was playing to the point.
God.
You know?
You brothers got something?
So those who are doing this work, and not only doing the work, because you could do the work deceitfully, but those who are doing the work and that believe and have faith, those are going to be the ones that are going to be preserved to all the through the famine, through the killing, through the persecution. Those are going to be the ones that are going to be preserved. And I mean, we know that they're going to be martyrs as well. But you know, even the martyrs are gonna be with Yahawashi when everything is all said and done. Go ahead, Doc.
I was gonna say that's right. The scripture says that the dead in the Lord shall rise first when Yahawashi comes back. You know, I'm going to get that. Let's see. See if I can find that really quickly.
And after you bring that out, I got something that's going.
I got something too.
All right, let's wait till I get that.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. You got it. Still looking for it.
Yeah, go ahead and bring her.
All right. This is Matthew's chapter 24, verse 42. Watch, therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. So we supposed to be watching. People will be walking around with their dick in their hands and lollygagging, but us, it's like waiting on a ride. You peeking out the window. You all in the door. You know what I'm saying? That's us. We waiting on our ride. We waiting on YAHAWASHI. We waiting on the chariots. We waiting on the salvation. You know what I'm saying? We looking for shit going on. We looking for the prophecy to happen. Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, that's pretty much what these IUIC, these other bootleg Israelite camps, they pretty much trying to say the Lord is delaying his coming. They trying to they making schools, having marriages, Israelite summits.
Yeah, then Nate's advertising marriages now, man.
Yeah, talking about they gonna grow old in this place. Get the fuck out of here. He gonna grow old in this place, man.
He's pushing the marriages, man.
Nah.
Why? Because the marriages, they bring in a lot of money for their church.
Oh, hold on, but hold on. You know what? I'm gonna jump to verse 38 since we about to get on Nate right quick. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark. IUIs, they fucking having marriages, recording marriages, Israelite summits, trying to make schools, all of that. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with, trying to be tight knit, but they basically trying to say that they trying to delay the Lord's coming.
Mm-hmm.
But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and what's another way of saying, oh, that ain't gonna be in our lifetime. Oh, that's we'll be dead by then, or man, we ain't got to worry about that, man. But
and you want to know why? Hey, and you want to know why? Because they have received that gift, which is the 40, what is it called, Mar? 50C3.
501.
5 slot. What the brother said. They have received that gift. And what the scriptures say about what the scripture says about when a man receives a gift, it says that a gift destroys the heart, right? Salak Mariah, could you get that for me, Baba Kasha?
Yep.
And they're receiving all of these benefits, all of this money, and it's ultimately weakening them in the spirit.
Yeah, because if you're receiving money and you're receiving women, you're not really thinking about the end of this age. You're not really thinking
living in the flesh.
Could be destroyed. You got pussy and money all in your face.
I'm telling you, man, they're walking in the flesh, which we know is contrary to the spirit. When you read in Galatians, the 5th chapter, go ahead, Marar.
Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyed the heart.
Right.
And that's what's going on with IUIC and Nate, man, because they push and that's just the result of them. Or that the result of that is them pushing the prosperous doctrine,
Yep.
Go ahead, if any of your brothers got something.
Brothers got any closing precepts?
Well, I wanted to bring this precept out because we mentioned spiritual power multiple times, so I just wanted to bring this out. This is Isaiah chapter 40, and I'm starting at verse 29. It reads, "He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might. He increaseth strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." And that's getting into spiritual power right there. And who are the ones that who are the ones that have no strength? Who are the faint? The ones who push this doctrine and haven't sold out.
Right.
And
Those
the,
that engage in prophetic discussion.
yeah, and yeah, those that are comforted not through the ways of this world, but through the spirit and power of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. You know, and that's all I got, brother. Up the spirit.
I got some right quick too. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And what conversation we having prophetic discussion right now? What read it again? What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? We having holy conversation right now.
Right. Just want to read this off the comment board, then we'll wrap it up. Hebrews. This is from the Kingdom is Within. Hebrews 13 and 14. Here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. That's what the treasures in heaven is all about, man. Seeking one to come. We're storing we're storing up the Lord's money. Trying to wake up the elect. Trying to build up the elect. Brothers just got to understand, man, our efforts are not being made in vain. There may be times in this truth where you may not get a lot of views or you don't think anybody's watching, but hey, those that matter, all right, because this is all about the elect. Those that matter are getting edified, man. Just keep doing what you're supposed to do.
The angels watching.
But with that, we're gonna wrap it up. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah. We're going to give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth. And sincere shalom to the elect out there. Shalom until next time. Hope you brothers were edified.
Shalom.